Hello, Aaron Allen from Horror and the Hammer and the Z-Word Zombie blog, here with Rob Sachetto, author of The Zombie Handbook and famously known for his zombie portraits. Thanks for being here, Rob.
Hi, how you doing?
Great. Now, let me ask you a question to start off.
Yes.
You're known for your zombie portraits, you take photos of people, turn them into zombies. How do you feel making a living mutilating horror defenseless people?
It keeps me away from my killing sprees. It really dumbs them down, so I love doing it, and it's the best thing that's ever really happened to me.
And now you've parlayed that talent into your new book, The Zombie Handbook, How to Identify the Living Dead and Survive in the Coming Zombie Apocalypse. And I have to say, I think that you are one of the best, if not the best, zombie illustrators. I'd like to ask you, what are your influences? Because I get a real old school horror comics vibe from this. EC Comics, Tales from the Crypt. Where were your influences?
Influences for sure, the old EC Comics. William Stout is another huge influence of mine. He designed a lot of stuff for the Return of the Living Dead movie. Yeah, Bernie Wrightson, Frazetta even, there's a little bit of Frazetta in there. A lot of influences. I love a lot of art. The book is as much about art as it is zombies. So I wanted to really get a lot of good illustrations in there.
Well, I'd like to ask you, what was your inspiration for the book? There's a lot of zombie guidebooks out there, a lot of zombie survival books. Where does yours come in and how is it different?
The main thing is just the fact that it has illustrations. And a lot of books out there, there's a lot of sort of handbooks and guides and stuff, but it's all text, very text heavy. The Zombie Handbook is very illustrative. It's got tons of drawings, and I like to sort of freeze frame, you know, the juicy movie bits. You know, when you watch Return of the Living Dead and stuff, when you see, you know, heads explode and stuff, I wanted to sort of almost freeze frame stuff like that and put it in the book. So yeah, lots of drawings.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see a lot of headshots, a lot of eviscerations, a lot of mutilation, and glorious freeze frames so you can go over every detail. Beyond that, though, you've also offered some stuff in your book that I've seen in no other books. For example, zombie sexual positions. Can you talk about how that made its way into the Zombie Handbook?
Well, we wanted to cover all the different ground in zombie culture, their own culture, and there's lots of little known facts in the Zombie Handbook, like zombie copulation and zombie babies. So there's lots of really gore-tastic drawings that needed to be shown, because I've not seen them anywhere else, so I needed to put them in there. That was really the inspiration for that.
Right. I believe there's a position called the Triple Dipper.
Yeah.
Something like that, so people have to find out what that is. Let me also ask you, it's also very clear from your book that you've been inspired by all of zombie media. Not just the George Romero movies, not just The Evil Dead. There's like a bit of every zombie movie possible in this book. Can you describe some of your favorite zombie movies?
I think I'd have to say that my favorite zombie movie of all time is Return of the Living Dead. And after that, believe it or not, a little known movie called Dead and Buried, which is one of these sleeper films. I hadn't even seen it until like this year, but it's been around for almost 30 years, and it's one of the best zombie movies ever made as far as I'm concerned.
Dead and buried.
Is there any way whatsoever to reanimate people after they have died? To get them to walk around?
That guy, the one you came to see me about last week, the one that died after the car wreck.
Yeah.
I just saw him.
It's really good. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I agree. But I gotta say, there's one thing I don't agree with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go.
In the book, you mentioned that Frankenstein's monster is a zombie. Now, can you explain the rationale? Why is Frankenstein's monster a zombie to you?
I do include him in the book as a zombie, only because he's reanimated dead flesh. But he does have his own will. So he's one of the minor zombies. He's not one of the sort of traditional eat your brain type zombies. He's kind of just this lump of flesh or bits and pieces of different people come back to life. So that's why I included him in there.
Okay, fair enough. I don't want to argue with you. I see what you've done in your zombie portraits. You've got a bit of an imagination. I don't want that inflicted on me. So finally, you're based out of Ontario, right? Sudbury, Ontario?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. So where can people find you if they want to learn more about the Zombie Handbook or your zombie portraits?
Just check me out on www.zombieportraits.com, or you can go to zombiedaily.com, where I post a new zombie painting or drawing every single day. And you'll be able to check me out on either of those sites.
All right, so that was Rob Sachetto of the Zombie Handbook. I'm Arron from the Zedward Zombie blog and Horror in the Hammer. Watch out for zombies. Thanks, man. I really like that.